live from the Mid-Coast Rec Center, way up here in Maine. This is the Rock Coast Rollers presentation. This is the third one that we've been to. I was just thinking about that before we went on. The third Maine event. The Maine event Rock Coast puts on, and it's usually, well, always features just Maine teams. Today we are going to see Rock Coast Rollers, Maine Roller Derby, Bangor Roller Derby, and Central Maine Roller Derby take part in some short exhibition games. I believe what we're going to see, Ginny, we're going to see games that are 2 20-minute periods with no half.
Oh.
Or maybe like a 5-minute half.
Right.
But they're going to be short games.
Yep.
So my thought is we'll see, I don't even know how many games it's going to be. I never even found out.
I know, I didn't look at the schedule either.
So we're just going to keep broadcasting.
We're going to until they tell us to stop.
Until they tell us to stop, and then I guess we'll pack up everything and we'll go home after that. So today's games, this is a for funsies event, but man, everybody gets super excited about this. It's nice to see kind of all our friends get together. It's like a family reunion here.
We did there was a similar one in March at
that's right.
Androscoggin and Fallen Angels did a similar.
They did a March Radness event where they introduced Derby to the folks in and around the Lewiston, Auburn area. That was down at the Lewiston Armory.
Yep, Lewiston Armory.
And I think we saw, did we see all of these teams?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if Central Maine was there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Maybe they were not. I don't remember. It feels like March is so far away.
It feels like March was a long time ago, and we've really pretty much, everything's jammed together as far as what was going on.
But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, a ton of fun.
Most everybody knows most everybody. That's what makes it fun.
Right. I was watching warm-ups today, and I got thinking, man, there are even people who are like on teams, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that's who they play for because I've seen them play with other teams. Or this was nice. It was a good event. We've got Steve Yo manning the camera down in the very. You can see him down there. He's waving. Hey, there he is.
There he is.
Steve up on the platform. The platform provided again by Pro Rental.
Which we greatly appreciate.
Yeah, we're going to have our national anthem here.
Oh, I'll go back to that.
I hope my microphone stand that I loaned them holds up.
Oops.
It's not going to work. This is not going to tighten that microphone. Davis with the accordion.
I love an accordion.
Man, that was a pleasant surprise.
It was.
I didn't know we were going to have a national anthem provided by accordion today. That is awesome. Maine Roller Derby taking the track. I don't know if we're going to have intros or not.
I don't either, but I can throw them up there really quick.
Let's do it. Let's go down through Maine Roller Derby real quick. Maine Roller Derby will be represented by Sparrowhawk, Tingdale, Chemical Restraint, Sketchy Lou Weasel, Hans Yolo, Cupquake, Frida Rocket, Jumpy McGee, Beth Salts, Bite Size Bandit, Cabbage Smash Kid, Jamazon, Aiming for You, and Meowing 'em Down. And we'll bring up Central Maine in the next jam. We have our first whistle, Guns and Glory with the star for Central Maine. It is Aiming for You who has donned the star for Maine Roller Derby.
Glory calls it for CMD. Get any points there, Doggo? Yeah. Quick first jam, everyone's getting their feet under them.
We worked through a few technical issues here.
Got Thunderbird lining up again. 7-6. Travis hit.
I see for Central Maine, Thunderbird number 34 and 716 Cabbage Smash Kid. Remember that, Cabbage Smash
Cabbage
Kid.
Smash, yeah, I'll try to remember that.
We know like several others
There's
that are very similar.
There's a lot of cabbage out there.
There is.
Cabbage Smash, Thunderbird.
Oh, I see a little Jumpy McGee dancing out
Jumpy's
there.
dancing. Given some time, and that's what happens.
All right, well, it looks like we're on a timeout, so I'm going to throw Central Maine's roster up.
Yeah, we'll take a look. Central Maine Northwood Knockouts represented today by Miss Anthrope, Terminatrix, Willis Sinnerson, Thunderbird, Fuzzy Logic, Sweet Peacock, Guns and Glory, Spartana, Marybo Reap, Pickle Bunny, Valkyrie, Dove, Pyromanian, and Joseph Cuervo. Coached by Tatanka, bench coach Shelby Fastback.
Be Fastback.
They'll be serving menu of flag red pizza until 9:45. The DJ will be taking requests, and it'll be a great chance to meet and smell the skaters. There's also JoJo's Orange trailer.
I think this timeout's just for us.
Yeah, it's basically a timeout for me to make this.
We want to give a big thank you to the skating and non-skating officials. We appreciate the time that they put in to help make these games happen. Without them, we wouldn't be able to. Flash Drive, Apple Corey, No Ship Sherlock, Mr. Fantasy, Glitterella, Colin Offenses, Cupcake Battering, Camel Topher, Irma Gerd, Firecracker, Hans Yolo, Spry Bergeron, Ducky, Thunder Bunny, and Carries a Whistle.
Carries a whistle.
I love that. That's really good. And actually, I think I saw him dancing a little bit.
I
over
did.
there.
There was like he gave. It was about 2 seconds. It was either a little bit of dancing or he scratched his forearm.
Yeah,
on his hip.
on his hip.
He's
not gonna like us for
He'll be
that.
so mad at me. Look, I fixed that camera. I made it look nice now.
Yeah, thank you. And we also want to thank our EMTs too, helping to keep everybody here safe. We appreciate all the help that they give.
Very much so.
And I don't forget, but nobody else has cheerleaders. Only Rock Coast has cheerleaders.
No one has cheerleaders quite like Rock Coast.
That's right. That's right. So it's always great to when we first hear them when they start. And I love seeing them.
Gentle reminder to stand and cheer. Good
That's
turnout tonight for the main event.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had that stoppage of play. Oh, you know what? Let's go back to talk about Pro Rental.
Okay, we can do that.
Pro Rental, contractor equipment rentals and sales. They provided today the staging lift that our man Steve is standing on down at the end of the track. Pro Rental right here in town. They got all kinds of stuff. Contractors, homeowners, whatever you want.
We appreciate them helping us out.
Yeah, love it. Also want to give a shout out to EL Design. Everett at EL Design, man, what has he made for us lately? What did he just? We haven't do something.
We had jerseys,
Oh,
practice jerseys made.
And we're gonna send those
I
out.
had a couple of mugs.
Mugs, yep.
More specifically, though, I've got some new things coming in that he's going to work up for us.
Some really cool stuff that we're not allowed to talk about yet.
That's right. We're not allowed to talk about.
Because this is the main event, so we'll talk a little bit about Team Maine. So some of the stuff is probably going to have a Team Maine logo on it. Is that correct?
Yes. Some of the things that I am sending his way will be a team.
Right.
One of the things is something that you can wear on your back.
A cape?
A cape. We should have Team Maine capes.
Shoot. Did we just come up with the best merchandise idea ever?
We totally just came up with the best merchandise idea ever. We're
Team
totally doing Team Maine
capes.
capes. I'll get on it. I'll make sure that that's something that can happen. I wonder if I can buy those in bulk. Like, can I buy a box of 50 capes?
I'll find out because I actually have a cape at work that we had made. So Team Maine capes.
And it doesn't even have to be like a full size down to our waist. It can be one of those little kid ones. You know, that
I'm
doesn't
making
even
eye
go
contact
halfway
with,
down
with
the back.
Frida right now, and I'm wondering if she thinks that a cape would be awesome.
Well, I don't know that she's mind melding with you right at the moment.
I'm trying to send her the message through my head.
She's doing a
Cape.
little dancing, so I think that's what she's concentrating on more.
Yeah, if I had a
Oh,
pen
there
or
she
something.
is.
If I had a pen, I would write Team Maine cape.
You could run right over there and now she's lifting the roof. She's gonna greatly appreciate us. You can walk far. Your cable goes quite far.
It does go pretty far.
Whoops, that's my cable.
We're just about ready for action. I don't know if I have time to go over there or not. Yeah, I'll wait till the next stoppage of play.
Okay. Well, you wrote it down though.
I did. I have.
So
So
that
I'm
we
ready
won't
for
forget,
it.
yeah.
Cabbage Smash Kid and Thunderbird. They've been waiting to start this jam for a bit.
I know.
Oh man, we had the stoppage and then it changed on us again. Thunderbird, she's our lead jammer, aiming for you though, close behind. Thunderbird will have a little bit of time to work with, not tons. Her points are at the front. She'll get into the pack. She's going to go for all four. She's not calling it off yet. Central Maine doing a great job on defense right now. Thunderbird's been pushed out. She's going to take the recycle. Right now, she's at a
All the way to
deficit
turn
of
3.
points. Maine has picked up the 4 points, so the gamble for Thunderbird didn't pay off yet. We'll see if she calls this off now and sort of stops the damage that's being done right now by Maine. So that's going to be 8 for Maine. Thunderbird's through. She picked up 4 points and she'll call it. So let me go back over here and try to fix this again.
Okay. I also think I have an auto focus happening. So we have Maine Roller Derby at 13 points, Central Maine at 7. I also really like Central Maine's new jerseys. Their Northwood Knockouts jerseys,
Yeah.
the nice
Try that.
forest green. I really like. It's a great
Sketchy Lou
contrasting
Weasel, Fuzzy
color.
Logic, first time we've seen them today. Maine leading 13-7 over Central Maine. We have our whistle. Fuzzy trying to find some tailwind behind Pickle Bunny, not able to. She's pushed out by Jamazon. She'll get recycled back. Sketchy is our lead jammer. She comes around, she's made her initial lap. She splits the defense, gets around Guns and Glory. She's picked up 5.
I see jams on.
And a track cut penalty picked up on Jamazon.
Yeah.
Fuzzy's clear. She'll have an opportunity to score, but Sketchy says no, she's going to call it off. There we have it. 18 Maine Roller Derby, 7 Central Maine. I don't know if that's updated yet.
I feel like we're going to see a lot of smiles in play today.
Yeah, everyone's they're out there playing with their best friends.
Right.
So
And they're playing for funsies, but they are playing for points as well.
Yeah.
But it's fun points.
Fun points.
Oh,
Central Maine did not field their jammer in time. So this is going to be 2 minutes
of Maine
scoring points. Unless the only way right now to make this end is to get Aiming for You on a penalty, because you can't
have a jammer not on the track.
Right. You gotta have a jammer out there. Yeah. So Central Maine really needs to do what they can here to draw a penalty. So far, that's 10 for Aiming for You. Central Maine almost had their jammer
out
there.
They did. It was so close. She almost had it, and that's hard.
Aiming for You through for another 5 points. Although I'm curious as to even if they don't put the jammer out there, they still get a point for passing the jammer.
Yeah. Because it's like if she was sitting in the box.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
According to Mr. Fantasy, that's what's happening. So both teams are sort of at full strength for this jam anyway.
Maine is doing a great job of making sure and holding one Central Maine back and breaking that up so she can just glide right through.
Yeah, picked up another 5.
Well,
so far, 25 points.
I see a couple of Central Maine players shaking their head while they're sitting on the bench, but you know what? I hope it doesn't discourage them, because
you just got to come out.
They've got to come back out with guns blazing. I almost said flaring. I don't think that's a thing. Guns don't flare.
Flare guns do.
I'll take that.
Aiming for You through again for another 5. That's the end of the jam. 53-7. We'll see Central Maine shake it off and ignore it. Cabbage Smash Kid. Guns and Glory with the star for Central Maine. We've got a couple of Maine players in the box defensively. It's in the favor of Central Maine right now. But meowing them down, and Jumpy McGee doing a great job playing defense and gave Guns and Glory all she could handle. Meanwhile, Cabbage Smash Kid is our lead jammer. Cabbage runs into the pack. She'll call it. Does Guns pick up 1? She might have. She did not. She picked up a penalty at the end of that. It looked like she's going to get a high block. So Guns and Glory headed to the box, I believe. Perhaps not. No, doesn't look like it.
I was going to say, I don't know that was on her. That was on Sweet Peacock, I think.
Thunderbird, Sketchy Lou Weasel. And again, both teams with some blockers in the box. Only Chemical Restraint and Jamazon on the track for Maine Roller Derby. We've got Sinner, Josie Cuervo, and I don't see who the third is. Looks like Mary Bo Reap for Central Maine.
Yeah, I believe that is actually Mary Bo Reap.
No lead jammer yet. Looks like, though, it's going to be Sketchy Lou Weasel, and it is. Thunderbird tied up behind Beth Salt and Chemical Restraint. Now getting bounced around here by Jamazon. Mary Bo Reap with a nice slide to the outside and recycling. Lou Weasel back. Crack cut picked up on Thunderbird.
Sketchy Lou for another 5. And she approaches the pack again. And another 5. She's stacking nickels out there.
She is stacking nickels. We'll see if that works. We need to do more derby because we're getting a little rusty here. We forget how stuff works. 70 points now for Maine roller derby. Central Maine, they've been tied up at 7 for a while now.
And they have 2 in the box. They're
They do.
Jammer.
Marybo Reap and Thunderbird in the box. Central Maine needs to watch that power jam. Watch the penalties today.
And that's your jam.
Yep, can't fix that now.
It sounds like we have a timeout.
We do. Timeout. Visit EL Design for your custom decals, signs, wearables, and more. Use a long-lasting, durable, and weather-resistant vinyl. Whether it's signs for your business, team, or organization, or custom lettering on your vehicles, they can do it all. Find them on Facebook and on the web, eldesignandimaging.com.
You mentioned the crowd here today, and I'm actually pretty excited about it because there are a lot of seats that are actually full.
Yeah, it's pretty packed tonight.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm excited, and I think it is because we've got so many teams here. I think that's part of the.
I agree.
They're here to watch their team.
Well, you know, you've
Well,
got,
I mean, I know that's usually how it works.
when you have all the local teams
well, that's
in
what
one
I'm
place,
saying.
you're going to draw in some fans.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Eamon for you will take the pivot line, the jammer line, all by herself today. For the duration of the remaining time on Thunderbird's penalty. Thunderbird standing in the box now. Eamon for you with 1 blocker to deal with. She gets past Pickle Bunny. She's our lead jammer. Thunderbird now through the pack.
With a roll.
With a roll. She was through cleanly.
I see a Miss Anthrop going to the box. Oh, Miss Anthrop.
Miss Anthrop. Hey, there's Miss Anthrop.
Going to the box.
Eamon for you picks up 5.
Freda Rocket is also heading to the box.
She's headed to the box.
You should have held up your note to her.
Thunderbird not yet through on her initial pass. I would say maybe perhaps we look to see a star pass here shortly. Thunderbird picks up a penalty, so we'll most certainly, if they opt to leave her in the box again, we'll most certainly see a star pass next time around. She looks pretty tired. Aiming for you. Little hop on the apex. No. Track cut. It looked good from my vantage point, but I don't wear stripes.
That's true. That's true. Although maybe you could announce it as while you. Oh no, never mind.
While I skated.
While you skated,
We both
I
know
realized.
that's
I
not gonna
realized what I
happen.
was saying as it was coming out of my mouth. Sorry.
If I'm Central Maine, I want to go for a star pass right now. With 20 seconds left, I don't want to pick up another penalty. Pickle Bunny's there.
I don't think they're going to go for it.
No, I don't think so either.
I think they're just trying to break up the main. Oh, Pickle Bunny got a
That's an okay penalty, I think.
Yeah, I do. I agree.
Jam
with
is
that.
over. 90 Maine roller derby, 7 for Central Maine roller derby. We got a timeout.
Oh.
Means I'm going to mess around with this.
Well, then I'm going to read this. We want to give special thanks to the Duct Tape Company.
I love those guys.
Totally do, because We finished our last roll of tape today, and we had to use a different tape.
I love them even more now that I used that crappy tape.
The inferior tape product.
I don't want to name the company, but
I don't even know what the name was. But we definitely appreciate the duct tape company for sending us their clean release blue painter's tape. That's what we use to set all our cables.
yeah,
Cover them all up so people don't trip and slip and get caught and yank them out.
We tried a competitor's brand, and it's garbage.
There's nothing worse than sticky residue on your gear. If we didn't have duct tape, we wouldn't keep the show together.
I'm not even. That's so weird. I don't know why that switches like that.
It's automatically doing it. I'm not even touching anything.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to get underway again. Who do we have out there?
I believe that's Cabbage Smash Kid from Maine.
I think you're right.
And I'm not seeing, oh yeah, Guns and Glory for Central Maine. I couldn't see her star for a minute there. Cabbage Smash does in fact have lead jammer status, but Guns and Glory is making her way. She's made it through the packet. She's coming back too. This is her scoring.
She's going to call it off?
Yep, she's calling it. I saw Ruski and Dash over there hollering and gesturing
They were yeah.
to make sure she knew to make that happen.
Pickle Bunny with the star for Central Maine. Beth Salts.
Pickle Bunny. I haven't seen Pickle Bunny for a long time, it feels like.
Yeah, we haven't.
We haven't seen Central Maine for a long time.
Yeah.
We haven't.
We haven't. That's right.
They've been busy. They've been doing things.
Pickle Bunny doing her best to muscle her way through. She's tied up right now with Jamazon and Hans Yolo. Pack congeals on turn one. Pickle Bunny recycled back by Hans. Meanwhile, way up front,
Beth
Salts is through. She's our lead jammer. Sweet Peacock holding back Beth Salts, but Beth finds room on the outside. Picks up 5 points. The other thing I like about the main event, you get to watch teams that you don't normally get to see play against each other, which is the case here. I think the last time we saw Maine play Central Maine was actually here at the main event 2 years ago.
Oh, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
I have to be perfectly honest. I have a hard time remembering who's played when, what,
Yeah,
where.
sometimes those things come back and I'll remember them.
We got Fuzzy Logic and Sketchy Louiso on the line.
Fuzzy past her own blockers now. Oh, look, she almost took a hip.
And Fuzzy is your lead jammer.
Fuzzy, lead jammer. That's the first time Central Maine has had the lead jammer position in a while. She's got to scoot, though, because Sketchy Lou Weasel's right behind her.
And she knows
she doesn't have her points at the back. She's going to come in and call it. She might pick up one.
She got one, but I think Sketchy Lou got two. And there might have been a call there last minute.
14 minutes left in this period. We have just one period. I believe that clock started.
Yeah,
at 40.
I think Sketchy Lou's going to the box. Yeah, that was a end of the jam call.
So it'll be a power start for center.
Timeout for green.
And a timeout.
Fantastic.
Cool. Let's talk about someone else. Oh, I know who I want to talk about.
I just got a sudden chill.
Little Red Schoolhouse.
All right, Little Red Schoolhouse.
You took my thing, or did I leave it over here? Little Red Schoolhouse, a new sponsor, not so new now.
No, not so new.
Little Red Schoolhouse. They're a daycare that offer caring and friendly staff with early childhood education backgrounds. and up-to-date training in CPR and first aid. Now, I looked at the website today for the littleredschoolhouse.com as I was grabbing some fresh images for their slate. They got all kinds of cool stuff going on down there. They got a dance. They do dance
program.
They got a dance program for the little tykes.
Little tykes.
Little tykes. If you're in the area and you need some sitting for your kids, well, not sitting.
No.
Preschool.
Yeah.
Get your kids enrolled down at the Little Red Schoolhouse.
Summer program. It's summertime, so
They're located at the old Warren Elementary School on Main Street in Westbrook. If you're in the area, get your kids on over there.
I see what Central Maine has done, because they had Center out on the line, and now that they saw that they have a power start, they're going to have Guns and Glory out there instead.
All right, so Guns and Glory getting bounced.
Smart move, I believe, on Central Maine's part.
Yeah, not too shabby. She's got a full 30 seconds to work with. Central Maine going to slow things down here. They're going to force Maine to bridge. They do. Lead jammer, Guns and Glory.
Trying to make up that difference of not getting a jammer out there in time earlier on in the game.
Yeah.
And let's see if. Well, here comes Sketchy Lou Weasel.
Sketchy's out on the track. We only have Sweet Peacock on the bench right now. Guns and Glory calls it off.
That was a good call.
Picks up 2 points.
Sketchy Lou
did. She need to call that? Because Sketchy hadn't made her initial pass yet.
Yeah.
There's Frida. Maybe I can get Frida's attention. Hey, Frida. No, she's pretty in tune with what's going on here.
She doesn't want to talk about.
It'd be inappropriate for me to stop someone from paying attention to a game to talk about something else.
Yeah.
Not related to the game.
Jam's on being called out on a penalty.
Sinner has the star now. Again. Oh, almost makes it through. Very cautiously gets herself back onto the track. She'll be recycled back. Sketchy in the box.
Sketchy
now
in
standing.
The box.
Lead jammer belongs to Sinner. Sketchy made her initial pass.
She did. She got 4.
Picks up the 4. Well done, Central Maine. It's strange to look at the clock and see 12 minutes.
Why?
Because we've had 30, I think, already.
Oh. I wasn't even paying attention to that.
I'm thinking about it like, yeah, this should be the first half over. These crazy exhibition games. Mary Bo Reap with the star. Trying to make her way past Hans Yolo, Beth Saltz, and Frida Rocket. Frida picks up a penalty. Aiming for you, though, picks up lead jammer.
One thing I appreciate
5 points
is the speed going to the penalty box. I think that is an important thing.
Hustle over there.
Yeah. We watched one game and everybody was very slow going to the penalty box. And I understand that you're tired or you're upset about but that's time that you're wasting not helping your teammates out. That's my opinion.
Yeah, get yourself
You're
over
welcome
there.
to yours. I'm also not the one out there skating. So.
Yeah, all right. That's true.
So, I can sit here and say how I think everybody should do things, but.
112 Maine Roller Derby, 14 Central Maine. We'll see Fuzzy and Cabbage.
Fuzzy had a good jam in her last one. She came through with lead for the first.
Looks like a
for Central Maine.
Advertisement for Antic Skates out there. Fuzzy and Cabbage both wearing Antics on the line. Fuzzy's through. She got run off by Frida Rocket. Cabbage is our lead jammer. Cabbage goes to the inside, bounces into Pickle Bunny, finds a space on the outside. She's through for 5. And a penalty.
Fuzzy has actually been called on a cut track. I wondered, I saw when she went out, she started to come back in and then veered off.
Don't see a lot of penalties picked up by Fuzzy.
What?
You don't see a lot of penalties picked up by Fuzzy.
No.
With the approach of Cabbage, Jumpy McGee pushed her way through to make some space. Guns back out on the track. Cabbage through. Picks up another 5 points.
And Fuzzy is back on the track. She's decided to stash that star.
She's got it in her hand.
It is in her hand? I always wondered where they put it.
Nah, put it in her hand.
I think sometimes they put it in their jersey, but that's a different topic for another time.
Another 5 points.
And Frida's heading to the box again.
I did not catch what our penalty count would be in this short game.
I did not either, and we don't have the board in the center.
No
It's
board.
okay.
5 more for Cabbage. 142 Maine Roller Derby, 14 Central Maine. Northwood knockouts. Doing,
This is a low block, I believe.
I think you're right. Northwood knockouts don't normally get to play against a team as high a caliber as Maine. And I'm excited that they are getting to today, because there's always growth. We talk about that
There
all
is.
the time.
We do talk about that all the time, because you take a team like Bangor, who has done that a lot and spent a lot of
Exactly.
years playing
Yeah.
very high caliber teams.
And this year we've seen the results of that. Now
That's
with,
right.
with Central Maine.
That's right.
I'd be interested to ask them, what did you come away with? What did you
Right.
learn?
What did you learn? I'm also interested, this morning, or earlier this afternoon, I should say, there was a V-Diva clinic, and I'm curious to know, I didn't pay attention to the clinic itself,
Yeah, we were setting up.
but I'd be interested to know if some of the people, the skaters that were here for that,
Yeah.
if they're applying what they learned in that right now.
We can ask, what we should do is we'll ask V-Diva that during any break we have.
Yeah,
So I would hope she would go, hey.
that's I
what
showed
you-
them that,
you-
yeah.
I learned you that earlier today.
So that's pretty awesome. V-Diva's here, watching.
Yeah, put on a pretty awesome clinic earlier today.
Yeah, it was really great.
Center with the star, breaks free. Our lead jammer, Central Maine. She had a power start as Cabbage was in the box.
They're asking her to call it, which is
She
going to
will.
leave Cabbage in the box for the next jam.
Another round. Guns and Glory with the star. Blocking for her. We miss Anthrope, Dove, Pickle Bunny, Sweet Peacock.
For Maine, I see Sparrowhawk, Beth Saltz, Hans Yolo. And I didn't quite see.
Guns and Glory, lead jammer.
Oh, bite size.
Penalty box empty.
I wasn't able to see her.
Cabbage is through, so eligible to score. Guns has picked up 2 points so far. She'll get pushed out. Does she call it? I don't think so. I think she's going to just go for more points. At this point, with only 6.5 minutes left, why not?
It's all right.
Right now, no net gain. She calls it. I think this will be the first time we start with a
Whoops.
We're going to start for the
Oh,
first time
timeout white.
with an
Okay.
empty penalty box for the first time in,
Quite a while, yeah.
I would say, 3 games.
Yeah,
Maybe 4.
at least, yeah, definitely. Our zebra watering hole is currently being used. We make
Zebra
sure to
wat-
be very quiet
Yeah, I see. There's a
when
whole
the
bunch of them
zebras
here.
are here using the watering hole. We
Don't
don't want to scare them
don't
or
scatter
spook
them
them. Yeah.
And thank you to our Zebra Watering Hole sponsor, EL Design and Imaging. You can check out EL Design for your personalized mugs, steins, badges, license plates, keychains, and even T-shirt and uniform lettering. You can brand wearables for work and play. Contact Everett at eldesignandimaging.com.
We tried to have a zebra watering hole camera one time. It didn't quite work so well.
We
We
had a
pretty
bunch
much just got zebra butts.
There's a lot of zebra butts. It was awkward.
Wasn't quite what we were going for.
No.
So we have a Sketchy Lou and Thunderbird.
We have our whistle. Thunderbird got caught out there earlier on a couple of jams. A couple penalties picked up and paid the price for that. One ended up in a second jam in a row, starting in the box.
And Sketchy Lou is your lead
Sketchy
jammer.
Lou is our lead jammer.
Jumpy with a slide out on
Looked
Thunderbird.
like a slide tackle.
She's also going to the box for that. Sorry, Jumpy.
I think maybe we weren't the only ones who thought that then.
It looked pretty awesome, I will admit.
Thunderbird ridden out again along the front stretch. Didn't get recycled back too far, though. Josie Cuervo was there to keep Meow from getting up and recycling her back. Lou Weasel weaves her way around. Mary Bo Reap makes a connection, but not enough to push her out. Coming around turn 2 now into the backstretch.
Weaving.
Picking up 5 points. Big day from Sketchy Lou Weasel.
Farida is going out on another penalty.
penalty.
She must be getting close to whatever the designated.
Yeah. Thunderbird is free, but Meow made an engaging contact too late. Thunderbird got ridden off the track. So there'll be 2 in the box here for Maine, giving Central Maine a little bit of an advantage here to start out with, but not much. I think you have 1 blocker too many on the track right now. Yeah, there we go. Central Maine had an extra blocker.
They've got it under control.
It's all under control now. I think Frida's done. There goes
Frida's
Frida.
done. I was going to say, because Maine's only got 1 blocker out there. Although, albeit, it is Jamazon.
It's Jamazon.
So,
Fuzzy Logic is our
you know.
lead jammer. Picking
Miss
up 4
Anthrop
points
giving
is
Jamazon
Amy.
a little work for her.
Fuzzy was through, picked up her 4 points. So no net gain. Did we ever have any other blocker in that jam, or was it?
No, it was just Jamazon.
Jamazon the
that
whole time.
jam. Yep. Because Frida is done, and the other 2 are sitting in the
box.
So,
Peculiar.
well, one of them is serving Frida's.
Serving time.
So why is okay?
Guns and Glory and Cabbage Smash Kid. Cabbage, she's put on a clinic of her own today.
Was she at the V Diva clinic earlier?
I don't know.
Neither do I. I didn't pay that close of attention.
Now,
Hans,
Guns and Glory, our lead jammer. Mary Bo Reap pushes out Cabbage. Didn't get to go recycle her, though. Hanging with Guns is Cabbage. Cabbage has picked up 5. I'm sorry, Guns picked up 5 points. Will she keep going? I think she's going to.
2 minutes, 32 seconds, 31, 30. I won't continue to count down.
2 points on that last champ picked up by both teams. 165 Maine Roller Derby. Central Maine 34th.
Up next, we'll have Bangor Roller Derby against the Rock Coast Rollers
Breakwater
Blackhearts. I always say that backwards.
It does kind of roll off the tongue funny.
Yeah. I always want to say it the wrong way.
Sketchy, again, lead jammer. Great showing by Sketchy Louiso. All the main jammers have done a phenomenal job today. I guess I should be more specific, as all the jammers today will be from Maine.
That's true.
Sketchy coming through will be scoring. Looks like 4, and she'll call it.
One thing I've noticed with both of these teams as they come skating around is that this turn 4 has its usual slippery turn here. Jamazon just careened off.
Just dusty.
I'm not sure what it is, but there's a couple of spots on this floor I've been told in the past that are
slick,
extra slick.
Some spilled motor oil out there, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
No, there's no motor oil here. The Midcoast Rec Center floor is glorious.
I really do like it here, the facilities. It's really nice.
Now that we have that giant antenna outside to get internet
That's
access,
right, that's right.
I like it here.
Fuzzy Logic
Lead jammer.
is your lead jammer. She's doing some track communicating there. I'm not sure what she was.
Following her will be signaling 4 points. Or 5. There was a lap.
Yep, McMaster's telling us 5.
Normally, McMasher outside pack roughing. That's her debut? No, not her debut.
No, it's not.
She did that last.
She did it, yeah.
She did inside jam ref her last game. Chemical restraint recycling Fuzzy back.
Maryville Reap being sent out on a penalty. I thought Fuzzy was going for the call off, but
I think she was thinking about it. And he said no. See if she does leave herself any time for another jam. I don't think so. Aiming for
Josie with a little bump out.
Star pass. Jamazon takes the star. Works her way to the outside of Josie Cuervo. Cuts back towards the middle. She'll try the outside again. So there's 5 points picked up by Jamazon.
I also feel like I haven't seen Jamazon in a long time. That's not necessarily true.
No, I know. It's well, we haven't had any derby. And
I know,
like
I know.
It's been about 2 months.
Well, no, we did last month. We were in Bangor.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna.
June
We've
25th.
got halftime right now, which isn't really halftime.
It's not really halftime. Are we
We're
going
gonna have
away?
We're gonna have another game in 15 minutes, so we'll be back. And I'm gonna play around with some settings while we're gone.
So we will be back here in 14 and a half minutes.
Yeah, sounds good.